What's up, family? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement, and we're gonna get right back into the free agent series. And this one is basically about Festus Ezeli and which is Marreese Speights. So these two guys, I'm gonna break it down real quick. I'm gonna talk about Festus Ezeli. Now Festus Ezeli, CBS analysts got him like this: is a Festus Ezeli is strong, athletic, with a soft touch, opportunistic on lobs and makes the most of his minutes. Play with energy and passion, work hard to go from bench fringe player to major rotation contributor. Can provide excellent rim protection and rebounding. Will make mental mistakes defensively, will make up for it with his size. Good enough to start at center for a good defensive team, like said the 73 win Warriors in a pinch. Now, in the playoff, you notice that when Virgil came, they used Virgil more than Festus. Now Festus, yeah, he had like they say, he have a lot of defensive mental breakdowns. But I still think that Festus would have been better than Virgil. But that's Steve Kerr's move. Um, and like the thing is that with Virgil, like I said, I think they tried to match it up with him playing on Thompson. And I mean, it was pretty good, but Mr. Flop didn't do what he's supposed to do. But anyway, now the team. Now keep this in mind because Festus is a center. He's young, and like I said, he only played partial minutes. He's going to be like that fifth guy that you hear about. And the reason why I say that because the first main people are going to be Hassan Whiteside, number one, Joakim Noah, Dwight Howard, and then you'll probably hear about Festus. He's going to be like number four. So you're not going to hear too much of many teams trying to go after him because every team is going to try to go after those big name players first. And once the sweepstakes of those guys are over, then he'll come out the blue. So with that being said, a couple teams that are looking at him. Now the Lakers were looking at him, but only way the Lakers will get Festus if they don't get Hassan Whiteside. That'd be like their next option. I mean, because Joakim Noah most likely probably going to go to either New York or Minnesota. So their next option will be Festus Ezeli. That's what I'm thinking. Now Houston, if they miss out on Whiteside, Festus will work down there. They definitely going to need a center, so it will be a toss-up between him and Al Jefferson. And that depends on where Al Jefferson go. If they decide they want to go young, they could go with Ezeli, which I would anyway, and I'll let Jefferson go to Miami. But I would definitely take Festus in Houston. New York, but New York, like I said, they right now looking at Joakim Noah. They're looking at Dwight. They're looking at Hassan Whiteside too. They're looking at Dwight. Well, they're not really looking at Dwight Howard. But Dwight Howard would love to go to New York, but New York really not throwing nothing out there yet. I think they're more focused on either get. I'm sorry, I forgot about Paul Gasol. So they're looking at Hassan Whiteside, Paul Gasol, and Joakim Noah. Paul Gasol, I think he will end up with San Antonio. I think Joakim Noah is going to be ending up in New York. This is my own speculation. So I kind of cost New York out there. Phoenix could definitely use him. He would be a good a good pickup for them. They do so they can look at him as well. And New Orleans definitely can use him that way. AD can go out to the power forward spot and not play center, so he will benefit there as well. And also, we have Orlando. They definitely going to need a center. The Miami Heat as well, and Dallas. Now Miami Heat, like I said, they're really big on Al Jefferson. That was a rumor that they're doing. If they don't get Hassan Whiteside, they're going to be looking somewhere else. They're going to make transitions, to pick up somebody else. Now Festus could definitely fit in Miami, depending on how they utilize him. He'll basically be able to pick up where Hassan left off. Because the guy, he was giving you one block in less minutes that he was playing. I think it was like 5 points, 5 boards, something like that. Whatever, he was giving you numbers in a little bit of minutes he was playing. So if you imagine he's playing 30-something minutes and being more of a not really a focal point, but like one of the third or fourth option, he'll probably put up more numbers. So he's not a bad addition to a team. Just because he had a breakdown in the postseason, I mean, everybody had a breakdown in the postseason. So I wouldn't just look at those couple games to say that he's a flop or he's overrated, whatever you want to call it. Now Dallas is looking at Hassan Whiteside, Dwight Howard as well. Now, like I said, if these names fall off, these are most of the teams that definitely are going to be looking at Festus, to get him. These couple teams I just put out there. Also, Charlotte. Keep in mind Charlotte too, because I don't think they're going to re-sign Al Jefferson. So all these teams are basically teams that are going to be trying to look at this guy once the Hassan Whiteside, Joakim Noahs, the Dwight Howards, Paul Gasol. Once those sweepstakes are over, they're gonna be looking at him. And like I said earlier, the fifth option, because I forgot about Paul Gasol. Please forgive me. So with that being said, that's what I'm thinking on for Festus, because like I said, it's not too much out there, because every team right now, their main priority is Hassan Whiteside, Dwight Howard, Paul Gasol, and then Joakim Noah. These are the main four centers that everybody's trying to get. So nobody's really big. Festus is not big on nobody else's radar right now. You ain't gonna hear nothing about him until after those guys are being signed. Once them guys are being signed, then you'll start seeing them filling the spots with their, they C or B players. But everybody want them A players first, them A and B players. And then you start dealing with the C players. So you're not going to hear too much about him right now. But the teams I named are some of the main teams that are going to be trying to get him. And I think I might have said Houston Rockets if I didn't. Houston definitely going big. Well, yeah, Houston definitely could use him. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of teams that could definitely use him. And that's for Festus Ezeli. Now we're gonna go to Marreese Speights. Now Marreese Speights came out and said that he would love to come back to Golden State. He had a good time down there, but at the same time, CBA money went up, and he said, it's business, and he knows that he can go somewhere else making 10, 12 million a year. I think he was making like 3 something down at Golden State. So there's no guarantee that he might go to Golden State, and also because they're shopping to get Kevin Durant. There's, will he wait around and see what they're going to do in order to get a contract and miss out? Or will he go ahead and take the opportunity to go jump on the team? Because there's a lot of teams that can that actually use him. And I'm going to break it down for CBS analysts. All right, they call him Mo Buckets, is set to make a killing, capitalizing off the Warriors' run. Of all the Warriors' available free agent, he is the most likely to depart, given the team need for him relative to his value on the market. Marreese Speights has a lot of holes in his game and isn't a player you're going to build around, but you can trust him to get you points and rebounds. Plug him into a bench, a unit, and let him cook from the mid-range. The dude can shoot. I mean, for him to be a big dude, this dude can shoot. I mean, this dude is shooting 40-some% in the postseason. This dude can shoot. He just don't get enough playing time because Golden State got a heavy rotation. But this dude can freaking ball. I mean, shoot-wise. And he can rebound. He's a good, big physical defender. He had good spurts where he really got down and dirty. Like in the last game, he did his thing, man. He tried to help bring the team back. He was doing what he had to do. Now, like I said, once again, you're not going to hear too much about him because, right now most teams are going after the A players. Your Hassan Whitesides, your Kevin Durant's. They're going after these players. So you're not going to hear too much about this dude. This dude, you're going to hear about him after everything's settled. He's like a C player. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, New York definitely can use him. I mean, he could be a good addition coming off the bench to help the New York out. And New York actually can pay him $10 million. Brooklyn could use him, but do you go to Brooklyn for rebuilding? You know what I mean? Like I said, do you want to go to the area where you just won a championship 2 years ago? Then you had a chance to win a championship this year, and then you go to a rebuilding team? I don't see him going to Brooklyn. Dallas definitely can use him. He's a good addition off the bench. Now, Dallas is a playoff team. I can see him going to Dallas. Houston also, I can see him coming off the bench for Houston. As a backup center to whoever they get between, Al Jefferson or Festus Ezeli. So he's a good addition to Houston. The Bucks, they need shooters. I don't know if you want to go to a small market, but they can afford them. The $10 million. I mean, like I said, it all depends on who throws the most money out there to him. He'll probably go because he already won a chip. Detroit definitely use him, but do they have the money to spend? Not really. I don't think because they got to sign Drummond, so they're not gonna really have that type of money to spend on him. So I don't really think he's going to go to Detroit. Then you got the Warriors. Like I said, the Warriors would love to bring him back, but their big high horse right now is Kevin Durant. And their thing is that once they sign Kevin Durant, if they get to sign him, then then they can look at everybody else. Now, if they don't sign Kevin Durant, they re-sign Harrison Barnes, I can see Speights going back to Golden State for like $5 million. But like I said, if a team offer him $10 million, he might not go back. Now the Lakers could definitely offer him $10 million because the Lakers, like I said, got the most money out of everybody. And with that being said, by Luke Walton coming to LA, it would be kind of obvious for a lot of the Warrior players who don't get picked up by the Warriors come to LA. You know what I mean? Because it's the almost exact same type of style of basketball. Yes, they're in the rebuilding phases, but they do have the quality players to win between 30 to 40 games next year. And I'm calling it 30 to 40 games. So, I mean, you can call me biased all you want, but I believe they can win between 30 to 40 games. I can see Speights actually going to sign back with the Warriors or going with LA, the Lakers. That's why I can see him really playing with. And that's the reason why I said because of Luke Walton. And it's like, he know the system. And I believe him, Harrison Barnes, I don't know who else, or probably Brandon Rush, some of them guys might come to LA. And that depend on them sitting down with Luke and Luke deciding on how his roster gonna fill out. But I can see Speights coming to LA. So with that being said, it's your man Urban. That's my take on where I think them two guys gonna go. If you think they're gonna go somewhere else, get in the comment section and let me know. Give me your opinion. Also like, share, and subscribe. Once again, you guys be safe out there. Have a blessed day and take care.